Welcome to this guided visualization meditation session. Take a moment to get nice and comfortable and gently close your eyes. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And in through the nose and out through the mouth. And all we are doing is just observing the breath moving through the body, beginning our session by calming and clearing the mind. Now, as you continue to mindfully breathe, I will briefly introduce our meditation session. There are 3 different types of visualization that we want to be using. The first, I'm sure you're familiar with it, is simply visualizing something relaxing. For instance, visualizing yourself sitting by the sea. And the benefit of this is that it is relaxing. The second type of visualization we want to use is a memory-based visualization. And this involves bringing to mind memories where we showed specific character strengths, such as times when we were very confident. And this reproduces that feeling of confidence or other character strength. And finally, a future visualization in which we see ourselves doing something positive in the future. We'll be doing all of these types of visualization in this session. Now let's take a couple more deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth, just observing the flow of the breath through the body. And once we've calmed and cleared the mind, we'll proceed into our first visualization. And let's now get into our first visualization. One of the most popular and best ways to visualize is simply to visualize that you are somewhere very relaxing, such as at a park or by the sea or perhaps on a mountaintop. And studies show that by visualizing ourselves in those relaxing natural environments, we get many of the same psychological benefits that we would get if we were actually there. Visualize yourself sitting in the sunlight. There is a warm yellow sun away in front of you. You see that sphere of yellow light beaming down its warmth onto you, and you feel that warm light bathing your body in its pleasant warmth. You are sitting or lying on fresh green grass, and you can feel those little blades of grass gently tickling your body, and you can smell the fragrance of that clean, crisp grass on the air. Around you, you can hear bird song, and there is a gentle breeze upon the air. The breeze lightly blows through leaves, and you hear that gentle rustling of the leaves. There is also a faint trickle of water in the distance, and you allow yourself to listen to that trickling water as it flows freely downstream. And you sit or lie here on the grass, surrounded by trees, hearing the bird song, hearing the trickling of water in the distance. Feeling the warm sunlight on your skin. And you allow yourself to rest here. Now, to explain, when we do visualization of this nature, we want to involve all the senses as vividly as we can. And that is why we feel the grass on our skin and the sunlight, why we hear the bird song and the water, why we see the green grass and the trees, why we smell that crisp air lightly tainted with the grass, that grassy aroma. And so we're involving all of our senses to make our visualization as potent as possible. Now let's allow this visualization to fade away momentarily, and we'll return to focusing on the breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And so that was our first type of visualization. And that visualization is for general wellness and relaxation. Now let's move to our second visualization. One of the best ways to use visualization meditation is to Let me say that again, I apologize. One of the best ways to use visualization meditation is to bring to mind memories when we showed a particular character strength in our life. For instance, let's say we want to feel confident, and so we're going to visualize memories of times in life when we felt particularly confident. Or perhaps we want to feel loving, and so again, we're going to bring to mind visualizations of memories from times when we were very loving. And so in this visualization, we're bringing up that character strength, loving, confident, and so on. And we're allowing our memories to do the work, to tap into what that was like to be loving, to be confident, and that recreates those same feelings today. And so let us do that now. As you continue to mindfully breathe, choose one character strength that you would like to feel For instance, perhaps you would like to feel, as I mentioned, confident or loving or motivated or inspired. So take a moment just to choose the character strength that you would like to feel. Now, bring to mind a time in your life when you keenly felt that character strength. And so you're selecting a memory from your past when you felt very loving, or you felt very confident or inspired, and so on. Now, sometimes, if you haven't felt this way for a little while, it might take a minute for your mind to tune into that character strength. Hey, that's fine. Just give yourself the time that you need. So all we're going to do is continue to mindfully breathe while we allow the mind to search for memories of times when we felt the way that we want to feel now. Now, once you come up with a memory of a time when you felt that way, just begin to explore that memory. Where were you in this memory? Remember to paint a picture of where you were. Who were you with, or were you alone? What were you wearing? In this memory, are there specific things that you can see? Just allow those to come to mind. And how about the auditory experience? Are there things that you can hear in this memory? Perhaps you get a sense of a taste or a scent. Just allow all that sensory information from the memory to enter your mind. Invite that memory to be vivid, as though you were living it right now. And as you relive this memory, you're going to get a subtle, perhaps quite faint, impression of your energy and your emotion in this memory. Just gently investigate. Don't be too forceful, but just gently investigate that energy and that emotion that you were experiencing at that time. And invite that quality of energy and emotion to be with you now. And so that is the second way in which we use our visualization meditation. And you'll notice you're feeling a bit more the way you felt in your memory. Perhaps a bit more confident now, a bit more loving. Again, let's allow that to drift away like leaves on the wind as we gently bring our awareness back to the breath. And we have one more type of visualization to explore. And this type of visualization is for future events. We can use visualization meditation to motivate ourselves to do things in the future and to feel good and confident when we do those things. For instance, let's say you have a workplace presentation to give and you're feeling a little bit nervous about it. Well, you can use visualization to visualize being confident when you give that presentation, and this will train your mind to associate the feeling of confidence with the upcoming event, and therefore you will make yourself more confident when that event actually happens. So let's take just another breath here, and while you're breathing, choose either something that you have coming up, something that's already planned and scheduled to come up, or alternatively something that you would like to do in the near future. And so just take a moment to choose. Now label that thing to yourself, either the thing that is going to happen or the thing that you would like to happen. And just gently repeat the name of that thing a few times in your mind. And what you're going to notice that naming does, it just helps you to kind of lock on to that event, to focus on that event. Now see yourself in that event. As we have done in the other visualizations, what we're doing is painting a picture of what this event will be like. And again, we can use all our senses to do this, to make it vivid. Now, here's a trick. While you do this, if this upcoming event is something that perhaps you're nervous about, that you're trying to feel confident about, again, let's say the workplace presentation, what you're going to notice is that you begin to feel a little bit nervous thinking about this event. Remind yourself, like we do in Vipassana meditation, remind yourself that any negative thought or negative feeling about this event is just a thought, is just a feeling. It isn't reality. It isn't the way things have to be. There isn't some law in these thoughts and feelings. They are just thoughts and feelings. And that will help you to release those negative thoughts and feelings. And so what we're doing is visualizing this upcoming event. And for now, we're noticing any negativity and reminding ourselves that this is just a thought or just a feeling. Now, begin to imagine or visualize yourself doing this thing confidently and happily. So just visualizing this upcoming event and visualizing doing it in a happy, confident way. And now I'm going to let you into one of my favorite tricks with visualization meditation. So there is a major mistake that most people make when they do this type of meditation. So right now we're visualizing doing this event confidently, successfully, happily. And what you're going to notice is your mind brings up some objections or challenges. For example, let's say we're visualizing doing this workplace presentation confidently, but the mind is saying, well, I'm not normally confident in these situations, or I haven't planned enough. Now, most people make the mistake of trying to fight those thoughts. Instead of doing that, I want you to do the very opposite. When your mind says, I don't feel confident in this situation, or whatever the negative thought might be, say, okay, thank you for telling me that, mind. Now here is a solution for that. So let me give you an example. Let us say that we are visualizing this workplace presentation going confidently, and the mind says, well, I haven't planned enough, so I'm not confident because I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to say in this presentation. Instead of fighting that, you're going to say, thank you for bringing that to my attention, mind, and here is the solution. And for this example, perhaps you might, visualize yourself doing the extra planning so that you're ready to go for this presentation. So whatever challenge the mind presents, you're showing the mind a solution. And so this has been quite in-depth. I'm just going to go through this process one more time. We're visualizing doing this upcoming event in a confident, happy way. When the mind brings up an objection, we acknowledge it and we show the mind a solution to that objection. And that is the third way in which we use our visualization meditation. Now let's once again allow all of that to fall aside like leaves and return to the breath. And just take a few more closing breaths. And so there are different ways in which we can use our visualization meditation. Visualization is a powerful form of meditation because it invites our imagination to get involved. The subconscious is a very visual-based thing, and so by using our imagination to paint pictures, we're communicating with our subconscious in an effective way how we would like things to be. And so what you're going to notice with your visualization is that it's an excellent way to relax with, for example, imagining nature scenes, or to recall the way that you felt in the past and to use your memory to recreate those feelings today, or to visualize upcoming events and doing them successfully and happily. And that is my guide to visualization meditation. I've tried to make this both educational and an actual kind of meditation visualization session. I hope I did so successfully, but I'd love to know your thoughts in a comment. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.